From WKYC Studios, this is What's Next with Russ Mitchell and Lena Lai.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this busy Election Day Eve.
Polls open in less than 8 hours, and tonight both presidential candidates are making their final push to voters.
Right now, former President Trump is holding a last-minute rally in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Vice President Harris is doing the same in Philadelphia. Earlier today, both candidates went on a battleground state blitz, crossing paths in Pittsburgh.
If we win Pennsylvania, we win the whole ball of wax.
You know, this is our last time now for forever.
So you need to get out tomorrow and vote. That's it. This is it.
One more day left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime, and momentum is on our side. Momentum is on our side. Can you feel it? We have momentum, right?
Tomorrow, Trump will hold an election night watch party at his Mar-a-Lago estate in West Palm Beach, Florida, while Harris will have a watch event at her alma mater, Howard University in Washington, D.C.
And the latest polling gives us a look at just how close this election really is. NBC published its final national poll showing 49% for former President Donald Trump and 49% for Vice President Kamala Harris. 2% of voters say they are still undecided.
Meanwhile, the candidates for Ohio's U.S. Senate seat spent today in Northeast Ohio. Democratic incumbent Sherrod Brown was in Cleveland, while his Republican challenger Bernie Moreno rallied in Brecksville. Lydia Sparrow has more.
In the final push for Ohio's Senate seat, both candidates bringing out some big names. Stumping for Sherrod Brown, former President Bill Clinton.
He is the most consistent person I've ever worked with.
For Bernie Moreno, a Republican businessman, former football coach and senator from Alabama, Tommy Tuberville.
He's coming up there to help the people of Ohio.
Both campaigns working hard in Cuyahoga County, which is typically strong for Democrats. It's the largest county in the state of Ohio. Moreno feels Republicans have the momentum, while Brown feels his experience and connection to the community will send him back to Washington. Right now, the race is deadlocked, and both are appealing to those who will cast their vote tomorrow.
Go do what you're doing. Make phone calls. 32 hours left. You have the power to determine the future.
You got to go think about 10 people in your life that you can say, I'm going to take you to the polls. I'll drive you there. I'll watch your kids.
Brown in Cleveland today has the support of unions and has backed the working class and is pro-choice and is seeking a fourth term. Moreno, speaking to a crowd in Brecksville, says he's an immigrant that will help fix the border. He's pro-life and is against transgender rights. In Ohio, more than 2 million have already voted. Both candidates campaigning hard in Cuyahoga County, hoping to get the coveted prize of votes. Early voting here in Cuyahoga County has been extremely successful, but it really does come down to this: who will come out to vote on Tuesday? In Brecksville, Lydia Sparrow, 3 News.
And tonight we know that more than 2.5 million Ohioans have already voted early in person or turned in an absentee ballot. Minnie Hicks continues our team coverage now with more on how poll workers in Summit County are getting ready for a very busy election day tomorrow.
It's been moving, yeah, so not too bad. It's nice to get some fresh air.
The weather was on the side of voters for the last weekend of early voting in Ohio as they waited.
A 4 hour. This was the longest mile, and I will do it over again.
But an hour is considered lucky. Some Summit County early voters waited for more than 4 hours on Sunday, which was the last day for early voting.
This was big. This was bigger than we've seen here in terms of the entirety of early vote. And we had almost 2,000 people come through there yesterday.
While there were more early voters in 2020, likely as a result of the pandemic, Summit County data shows more than 2,100 ballots were received the Sunday before the election, compared to a little more than 1,800 the Sunday before in 2020. 'Twas the night before Election Day. Summit County election leaders are preparing poll workers for even more crowds.
We just try to get them prepared for the volume that's potentially there. You never know coming into an election just how many people are going to show up.
The most important thing for Summit County voters to know for Election Day is that no one should show up to the Board of Elections here on Grant Street to vote, unless it's for certain circumstances.
Unless you have moved from another county and need to vote a provisional ballot.
All right, Lena, so just a couple things to note for voters here in Summit County. Election officials say if you requested an absentee ballot but you didn't turn it in on time, you can vote tomorrow in person by a provisional ballot. Now, polls close at 7:30 tomorrow, but poll workers say all you have to do is be in line at that time. And of course, your vote will be counted. If you don't know your voting location, that's okay. We'll have all of that information on how to find it on our website, WKYC.com. Back to you.
All good to know, Mitty, and don't forget your photo ID. Mitty Hicks, live in Summit County. Thank you.